No.
Stonework evaluation. All right, well, this part looks pretty decent and sound. I mean, it's still serviceable. Then once we get to this bluestone, not bluestone, but like slate.
Yeah, it's all like easy.
This got to be a horror to shovel.
Oh, it is. And it's,
I wouldn't even shovel it. Just sprinkle salt on it and let it go.
Like this is loose. A bunch of these are loose. And somebody...
I'm not a mason, but...
Okay.
Eek, and then you got stuff going over here.
I mean, you can tell just by walking on it.
This is a project, and the more the water gets in there, the more that's going to crack and pop off, and then maybe even the top stones.
Yeah.
Let me see if I could share this with the right person that could, number one, appreciate the job and know properly how to do it.
Thank you.
Could I do it if I had unlimited time in the summer? Yes, but
you don't have unlimited time.
You're
busy.
No, this would. It depends the depth that somebody went to this. I could see this happening, and it's probably. I'm sure it won't come back with a very friendly number, but well, number one would just be to recoat everything, and then frame and cement this to keep it minimalist here, and keep this as the fancy stonework.
Yeah.
And then maybe Belgian blocks underneath each of there, or half ones. I don't know if they have veneers of that, but Belgian block. You seen Belgian block? It's like those white squares that are like.
Oh yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so new bluestone on all of this. Belgian block in the front to create a nice look. The mason may or may not like this kind of odd little patio that's happening here. I mean, it's a nice decorative effect, and the ironwork is still sound. You're still good on all of those things, so that's great. You don't want to have to do the ironwork also. That's another monster in itself.
Yeah.
It comes with an ugly cost. Yeah, my first impression is you got to really put your best foot forward on this stuff. Have the new bluestone. A mason may or may not like the condition of these. So the most aggressive and the most beautiful would be to do this and run it all the way to the street like that. Then the next one might be to do all of this with the new bluestone and then have pavers here all the way to the street, maybe with or without a step on it. I think maybe losing the step might be a good idea because the lawn stays pretty level. And I don't know if the town does or doesn't require something like this to have a permit, but yeah, I mean, a pretty straightforward one would be to frame it on each side and then re-cement this with a decent 4-inch slab and some gravel underneath and dividers every, I don't know, 3 feet or 4 feet, so it doesn't crack within it. You know how they do sidewalks, you put a divider, you'd basically run a concrete sidewalk to the sidewalk and then do this nicely in bluestone. The Band-Aid fix might be, because this needs to be addressed. This is going to just keep crumbling as the water gets in there, and the stucco on the side is delaminating. So minimally, that has to be addressed.
Right.
Maybe that could be chiseled away and then re-stuccoed, and fill these portions with new bluestone. And this stuff seems pretty sound. Maybe just taking out this grouting and regrouting that and using the existing, like the minimalist approach would be re-stuccoing and filling this with bluestone, regrouting, and minimalist. This gotta go. I mean, you want to have something that you could shovel. If you really want to go super minimalist, you could even have, like real country style, redo the lawn and throw just big squares right on top of the lawn of bluestone, and you just have big squares there. That would be very inexpensive, but you know, it's kind of like upstate country, very rustic, and shoveling that's going to be no joy.
Right.
And yeah, the neighbors might be like, oh my God, what'd they do over there? But it could look nice too, I don't know. So there's a bunch of different options.
Okay.
And once you guys commit to one, then the mason will put together whatever you want. But the full-blown recoating of everything and bluestone to the curb is going to have an extraordinarily unfriendly price, but it's a thing of joy and beauty forever.
Yeah, okay.